am ready to start. I am ready to go because I got it on me. Episode 113
Don't cry no more.
Of the True North Views podcast. Welcome to
back.
everyone to another rendition. Another episode, another episodic experience of the True North Views podcast. Of course, we are Toronto's official, unofficial podcast discussing hip-hop, R&B, and the culture. Now, as usual, I go by the name of Harris.
He goes by Harris. Y'all know me. I'm the skirt master, Mr. Triple Double himself, zero assist, stealing 70 mil from the TTC. You already know who I am, or you may not know. I'm just Shola, and as usual, we are giving you our views from the perspective of a couple of first-generation Canadians.
Wow. How come that?
Higher than mode.
It is super hot. I got the smallest 8-inch fan.
Yeah, it's moving the air.
Going, but it's circulating.
It's moving the air. That's all we can ask for. It's better than none right now.
It's low efficiency, or what do you call it? High efficiency, I mean?
It was definitely
low
high
energy.
Efficiency.
Low
energy, that's
low
it.
energy output, high efficiency.
No high efficiency. There is no efficiency from
from the perspective of the environment.
Oh, I get what you're saying.
You know what I'm saying? It's a HE device, you know what I mean? It's really not, but it's not outputting no power, but it's circulating the air, and that's really all that matters. Now, of course, let's let the people know where they can find us. You can find us at True North Views on Instagram, on Twitter, and on YouTube. On our YouTube, of course, you will find the full episodic experience. I thought you would be wearing shorts today, so I chose to maybe not.
I got shoulder knees.
Check our YouTube if I decided to wear shorts as well, because I thought you were going to wear them. You know what I'm saying? As an example. But no, of course, on our YouTube, you will find full audio, full video. We definitely intend to do a lot more with YouTube.
It's coming.
Very, very, very
Work
soon.
in progress, guys.
If you go on our YouTube page right now, you will see technically there's two playlists. There's one playlist for the episodes, and there's one playlist for concert footages. Yep. There just hasn't been any concerts, and I'm not going to screen record
imagine that.
A Zoom
screen
call.
Record is, Instagram Live.
Say I was
I'd be like,
there.
yo, look at my comment right there. I was there.
Look
at my comment right there. I
commented.
commented.
This was my vantage
Same
point.
as 2 million other people.
Hey, but am I wrong?
No, you're not.
Exactly. But if you check our YouTube, you will find those two sections. That is sort of a precursor to what we really intend to do with our YouTube, which is a lot of different playlists, sort of representing a lot of different shows, let's call them. So really stay tuned for that. We'll definitely give you more information about that as that comes along. On our Instagram, you will find 60-second sound bites for the week. I'm going to grab my phone already. Normally, I grab the phone after the sentence, but we're always scrambling around at that time. I read the first one. 60-second sound bites from that respective episode for the week. Some topic of conversation.
Sir.
For example, we talked about the free T-shirt last week. Go listen to that. Go either check the YouTube or listen to last week's episode to get more details on that. Otherwise, we talked about things like album reviews for Black, as well as I had to post Tiana Taylor's on there, even though I forgot to last week. But whatever, it's still a review.
It is.
It's still a review.
It's a review.
Otherwise, we had some no-name commentary on there as to why did she apologize for the J. Cole track that she did, and Kanye, his music being as good as it is bad.
Yes.
So check out our Instagram at True North Views to get to be involved in the conversation. A lot of people had some comments to say for our post this week, so. It's dope. We appreciate
Join the conversation.
And we appreciate that conversation as it comes. On our Twitter, of course, you will find random liking, random tweeting, random retweeting, hashtag of the day, topic of the day, whatever it may be. Just know that at this point, it's 113% likelihood that if you see a tweeting spree from the at True North Views Twitter account, it happened while I was
back home smoking
meditating.
Meditation, you see, is very, very, very important. I'm getting back to my walking meditation. I took a little bit of a hiatus. It's been hot as a motherfucker.
Hey, yo, trying to die meditating.
Yo, real shit.
This kid gonna pass out. Yo, what are you doing? You're meditating.
Listen, 2 keys to life, though. Awareness and acceptance. If you can get those 2 keys off. I've been having really good conversations about those 2 keys with people in my life. It's been very great conversation. But If you can get those 2 keys to life off, you figured out the key to life. You figured out
Pretty much.
You figured out the secret code. It's
a
only a
code.
2-number lock.
It is.
It's not that hard to pick.
Not
you know
at
what I'm
all.
saying? Let's get the show started, though, of course, with the pre-potpourri. In typical pre-potpourri fashion, I'm a attempt week number 2 in the therapist style.
Yes.
Without mentioning work. How was your week?
Yeah, you know what? I'm not going to mention work, but this thing happens at work, unfortunately.
It's fine, as long as it's not...
And I remember I did mention it last week. I started going back to the gym again. Started going before work.
I do remember that, okay.
I said it on the podcast?
I think so.
Oh, I don't remember. Either way.
Let us know.
Yeah, let us
Listen
know. Either way,
let us know.
week number 2 back at the gym. It's going positive. You know, it's not my first time at the gym. You know, I just take hiatus every once in a while. So, you know, it's always just trying to get that motivation to keep going steady again.
Right.
It usually takes me about 3 weeks. After, like, going 3 weeks steady, I can get that. Yeah, you know, it's nice.
Well, they do say it's 21 days for a habit.
Exactly. Maybe that's just me saying 3 weeks. You know, I have to bail out my scene. Try
7,
to make
14,
it feel nice.
21, but okay.
But yeah, that happens at work conveniently. So I just go in early to work. I haven't lift weights yet, which I'm getting to soon. You know, do my exercise and walk out the door. Actually, I'll go get coffee after, then I'm at work. So that's good. That's actually what I'm doing. That's new. The newest thing I'm doing is usually I'll be doing weight training. Now, I said I must not get to weight training just yet. I started doing yoga.
Oh.
So after I do my 15, 20-minute cardio,
Wow. Okay.
I was like, you know what? Like,
Okay.
I'm not really trying to get big. I'd rather be more agile, more flexible, more...
Right.
Like, you know, just one of those. So I was like, you know what? Let me fuck
More
with yoga.
Steve Nash-ish.
Exactly. So I'm fucking with yoga heavy right now. So
All right.
I'm still gonna bring back the weight training, of course. Nothing beats
course.
weight training,
Of
but
course.
it's just something I've gone to yoga classes, never done it alone. So now I just put on YouTube, put on the TV. That shit is hard, man.
Mm-hmm. It is.
The girl makes it look easy. Like, okay, so raise your left leg, put it over your
And then
neck.
and you're
Raise
like,
your arm, dislocate
and
it
you're
from your
like,
shoulder.
the
And I'm like,
fuck?
yo, what the hell?
Can't do it.
Yeah, that's what's new outside of work. Honestly, I feel so much better going to the gym. I feel like
yeah.
that's everyone. Everyone has that feeling.
For sure.
So-
Well, it's proven to be an actual release of, at the very least, a
Exactly.
release of energy. So, of course.
It's been good. So that's what I've been doing outside of work.
Well, shit, that's a
Jeez.
lot outside of work.
That's the gym.
So, I mean, but
it's
whatever.
hot.
It is what it is. Yeah, it is hot as a motherfucker. But better hot than cold.
Can't show the hairline, so you know
Yo.
you gotta keep the hats on.
Yo, I tweeted this, and I don't give a fuck. Once they get 7-8 racks,
Oh, easy.
the Tory Lanes is
Easy.
coming
Easy.
expeditiously.
Easy.
I have the link
Yo,
already.
geez,
and it's a lot less than that. But I want buffer room.
Yeah, of course you gotta.
It's a lot less. Trust me, I have the link.
You have to send that sooner than
It's 3
later.
racks.
Yo, I gotta look in the mirror.
Yo, bro, I'm telling you.
Yeah, tell me about your week, man.
My week, shit. I received my Jordans. So I talked about, of course,
yes.
last week that I bought the Jordans. So this week I received them. Made a little video with them. They're right
saw
there. You know what I
that.
mean? It wasn't the box that I thought it would come in. I'm not gonna lie. I thought it would come in the black box that everyone
23
shows
box?
on YouTube.
With the sliding?
With the gold jump man on it.
Oh no, those are old. They don't do those anymore.
I don't
do they?
know.
I don't think they do those.
Bro,
anymore.
every unboxing video I've watched, standard black box, gold
Oh,
and
yeah,
gold
that
thing.
started like in 2015 or something.
I'm looking at this. I'm expecting to see the thing. I'm like, what the fuck?
Nah,
because
because you got like more of a retro box because it's the 11s. The 11s even have a different box.
Fair.
The 11s when you buy them like the high versions, they have a box that slides out and has like a cover. It's mad extra. You pay mad extra for 11s though.
So I received them.
Yes.
I'm already looking for my second pair.
You did, yeah.
Because
you were messaging.
I was approved for I won't finish that sentence.
Say
but
less, say less.
It was approved. So I am already looking for my second pair, but everything sold out on Foot Locker, and us Canadians don't have any other options.
We really don't. Does Champ
I've-
have a website on
No.
Canadian? No, in the US, right?
Exactly.
They have a store, though.
I think I may or may not enter the world of StockX, man.
Hey, this guy says stock.
So this is what I was gonna ask you when I said to you I want to ask you something, and then I said let's save it for the podcast. When you put a bid, does anyone ever react to your bid, or you got to really buy at asking price?
You gotta buy.
I'll tell you the story. I'm trying to get 6 rings.
Yes.
Space Gems.
Yes.
Right. The buy now price, $160,
That's not bad.
which is not bad. Trust me. I
Yes.
want to buy now. But it says put a bid, so I said I'm gonna put a bid.
How much did you put for?
120, but it said you were the highest bidder
Yeah.
at the time. So I'm wondering, is this shit gonna be ignored for 3 days and I gotta make another move, or is somebody gonna react to that? Like, does anyone react to fucking bids?
Nah, it depends.
You know what I'm saying?
It's just,
Obviously,
like, you know, bidding. You've bought an eBay for closer to
right.
the thing.
In the
Someone's
shoe
just
world,
going to
I guess
throw in.
you have more in
Yeah,
the shoe world.
so someone's just going to throw in a bid last minute, of course. But like, and then last thing is, I think it's still up to the bidder to even sell it. So if you put 120, no one beats, and he goes, I don't want to sell it. He can still say, I don't want to sell it. Yeah.
I might have to click that buy now.
Hey, is it 160 USD or KAD?
Canadian, bro.
KAD, CAD.
That shit ain't bad.
That's not bad,
Canadian?
man.
That
Is
shit
there
ain't
duties on StockX? It's
There
included,
probably
right?
will be duties, but I mean, if we're looking at
What, 25%?
25, 30%, that's $40 to $50.
Still less than how much was it?
210?
How much was it? MSRP.
$225.
So no, you're still you're still saving with duties.
I was like $225.
That's not bad. Then. That's not bad.
It's not bad at all. So I'm heavily considering that. Otherwise, this week I definitely would say was a productive week work-wise for me. In terms of like not 9 to 5 work, because I'm not mentioning work because it's a therapist question, but in terms of just like even advancing with some of the merch designs, of course, that we were
saw
talking
some of those
about.
that were fire.
You and I, of course, and someone to be named later.
TBD.
Having very productive conversations with the podcast and taking us to the next level. So just real good conversation, real productive space. I'm going to a protest tomorrow.
Yes, you are. Yes, you are. I'm not going to this
sit-in protest. It's gonna be hot as a
It's going to be
motherfucker.
so hot.
But
you gotta do what you gotta do.
If not now, then when? I suppose.
Yeah, that's a good question.
That's kind of it for me. I'm not gonna lie. That's kind of it for me.
I'm just going through some of the apps on my computer. The New York Times crossword. I never downloaded that. I never would have downloaded that. So I don't know. Talking about apps, we'll get there later. Let's start the episode.
Let's get into the episode. Let's get into, of course, the music potpourri, where the bulk of the episode is retained. Of course, you will find some information on hip-hop, R&B, and the culture, as we stated in our intro. We then get into some keep it or leak it. Do we want them to release it expeditiously? Or do we say keep that in the vault, keep it tucked in? We do not want to see that. We then get into some shout-outs, of course, an opportunity to highlight a couple cool people, man. And then we get into new music, what came out for the week, as well as what we actually listened to, followed by letting you know what in general is in our rotation.
Yes, sir.
You know what I'm saying? So let's get right into it. And I want to start with some slightly older news, I suppose, if you're talking for the news cycle for the week. I want to talk about the BET Awards.
Yep.
Did you get a chance to watch this? Have you seen anything regarding the BET Awards?
So keeping up with my not watching award shows, I did not watch it live.
Okay.
I just see clips of it. I saw clips of the performances, clip of some of the skits Amanda Seales did. So yeah.
What were your thoughts based on the clips that you had seen? How was it maybe
It was
presented
good.
to you?
It was good. It goes out just through Instagram, social media.
Yeah.
But I actually liked everything I saw. I feel the fact that it was virtual gave it such a high quality feel to everything. It wasn't like someone's running around on stage and or someone no one really slips, but the chances of a mistake happening were damn near zero.
Yeah.
Because it was all pre-recorded, virtual, and they all gave it high quality. I feel like everyone gave their best effort to an extent. So
Yes.
I liked it. I liked what I saw. Did you like it?
Yeah, no, I'm glad you mentioned that, because I think the quality aspect for me was probably the biggest thing that stood out. So I started watching about 30 minutes into it. I had missed the first 30 minutes. I forgot why, now that I think about it.
I forgot about it.
I don't even think it was that. I think I was just outside
Back home smoking
Meditating.
something like that. I maybe, more than likely, I should say. But no, the quality was the very first thing I noticed as well. This is actually something that you and I had brought up maybe even in 2018 regarding music videos and how they're quality. They're really
nice cameras.
I think it was when TDE was going nuts for all their music videos
probably.
in 2018. Even when Dreamville was going nuts in 2019. We've always or there's been several times where we've talked about music videos and how high quality they are and how enjoyable they are if you actually sit and watch
Yeah,
it.
if you try to watch it, yes.
You know what I'm saying? And what this felt like a hybrid of performance and music video, right?
Yep.
You see Meg Thee Stallion with the Mad Max looking background. You see
Beyonce.
Beyonce,
Roddy Ricch
performing. The Baby's performance was very powerful. I'm thinking about Anderson .Paak and J-Rock's performance.
Think of that one. There's a lot. I can't remember.
Lil Wayne. Lil Wayne was a D-Smoke and Sir.
D-Smoke. Oh, that was.
And I think they had their mother in the video as well.
That was a fire performance.
The Masego one caught me.
I didn't see that one.
That one caught me. There was a whole bunch of plants in the room, and I was sold. I was like, I need my room.
This guy just sees a tree in a room. Oh my god, they sold me.
I need my room to look like that. But even with what Amanda Seales was doing, like, I almost jokingly said it because that's Amanda Seales, my fellow Cancer. You know, my beautiful fellow Cancer.
Keller.
But I was really looking forward to her hosting it because I've been watching her IG lives. I've been watching her, being a voice for the Black community, especially with everything that's going on. Been outspoken, not afraid to call people out, like Terry Crews. We will get into that later.
Fucking Terry Crews.
So I was looking forward to what Amanda Seales had to offer. Remember what I said to you. Even if the show is garbage, I want to at least give Amanda Seales a chance.
Yep, you just say that.
Right? And
she bodied.
She
bodied. Yeah.
Bodied.
Period. She bodied.
Just straight bodied.
All capped bodied, period.
I love what she did with all the, like, it took me not really a while, but like I wasn't watching like super attentively. Like I was still like
doing your thing,
moving around, looking.
You can't, who's watching award shows like that?
It took me until maybe the third look, and I was like, wait, BET News, because I see BET News. I'm like, okay, BET News, maybe Black Lives Matter. Let's talk about some shit. I'm like, okay, and then I see 106. I'm like
106, like 106 in Park.
Yeah. And then I see Rap City. I'm like, wait,
Rap
what the fuck
City?
is Amanda? Shit. And then I see Comic View. I'm like,
Comic View.
Oh, she's alluding to all the BET shows.
All the old BET shows.
Obviously, it very obvious to pick that up as it's going on. But I was just like, I was very satisfied with those nuggets, for lack of a better word, like those type of nuggets, in addition to just how smoothly everything was operated. I don't mind that it was filmed in advance. I
don't care about that.
It was done perfectly in that way.
We all know award shows are rigged anyway, so I don't care about it being live or not.
And if I'm not mistaken, I think for the most part, other than from what people were saying, other than Lizzo winning Best Female R&B or Best Woman R&B, I don't know exactly
how she got that.
If it's deserved or not, no, I don't know. I don't listen to Lizzo's music, so I can't speak to that. But I think for the most part, they even got the award winners correct. I haven't seen a list anywhere, but I do remember as I was watching, I was like, yeah, that person's going to win. All right, I'm walking off. Oh, the winner is Meg Thee Stallion. I'm like, yeah, okay.
Exactly.
It makes sense, right? But no, I liked it. I think the performances, especially for me, between the performances and Amanda Seales, 1 and 1A, 1A and 1B, whatever you want to call it. 1B. I really liked it. I really liked it. I think I was thinking to myself, yo, this is one of the best award shows like I've ever watched.
That's good.
I think I have to go back in terms of me enjoying an award show, because this was the 20th anniversary of the BET Awards. And I was saying it last week as well. I really, truly think I remember the first BET Awards, if not at least the fifth, at least the third. You know what I mean? Like, I've been on, many of us have been on BET.
I've been on BET Awards. And
since that long.
And the BET Hip Hop Awards. That's a totally different award from the BET Awards.
Yeah. I'm curious to see what they do with that, if they get the same budget from Viacom. That's going to be very interesting. But nonetheless, this was a very quality show, and what I like about it being on CBS, I like a few things. I like that it was super black.
Yes, I like that.
Super black, down to the commercials.
We needed that.
I could not believe it.
We needed that.
Amanda Seales is gonna stay black and not gonna waver from black. So that was great to get that messaging out, and they showed how to properly do a virtual show. We've seen a few virtual shows since, or since
since
COVID,
quarantine,
quarantine
Corona,
happened,
whatever.
right? But this was by far the best virtual
Even
show.
just by watching the clips I saw, I was like, I could have actually watched this on TV. Like, it didn't seem bad. Like, it was really good. I actually enjoyed watching the clips, and I felt like they tried hard to make it enjoyable and entertainable.
It was really good.
And it was.
Like I said, the Meg performance I really enjoyed.
That was good.
Apparently,
Meg just do Meg, man. Oof.
Meg is really good.
Yes, really good. I like that. Meg is really good. Yes.
Really good. The Beyonce inspiration is there. Mm-hmm. And that's one thing that's cool to see. Same thing with Chloe and Hailey.
Yeah, they did their performance.
The Beyonce inspiration is there. I'm
but
just like,
they are signed to like Beyonce's label.
Beyonce's kids, man. I'm just watching Beyonce's kids on TV.
If you got the formula down,
embracing Beyonce, and I'm like,
you got the formula down. Why not?
Of course. Like I said, the D Smoke and Sir performance was really
Amazing.
good. Apparently, their mother sang background vocals for Michael Jackson.
That's small world. 2 degrees of separation.
Damn, that's crazy. And then the Lil Wayne Kobe tribute. You remember that song? Obviously,
the one on his album.
I thought it was from way back. Lil Wayne performed a different Kobe track.
Okay, I don't know then.
Maybe I'm tripping.
I only saw this performance once. I thought it was just off his album, which I didn't really bump that much.
Maybe I'm tripping.
So I'm not sure.
But no, that one got me. That one made me tear up a bit.
Shit, real nigga tear.
Yeah, no, that one made me tear up a bit. I don't know if we have it in our Keep It or Leak It. Yeah, we do. But some more Kobe news where
Yes.
I cannot handle that. But that's all I really had to say about the BET Awards. I thoroughly enjoyed it. I liked it. Do you think?
No.
I think no as well. And
I don't know where you're going with the question.
No, I think no as well. I was gonna say, do you think there's some kind of staying power with anything that happened virtually?
No.
I think that's what I'm saying.
Still no.
That's why I can answer my own question and say no, because you could argue yes because it's way less cost.
Do you think so though?
Way less cost.
Think about how much it took to shoot those videos.
Speaking of, Amanda Seales tweeted. She said, "Say what you want, but I did my shit from my house."
Yeah, Amanda Seales, because she was all green screen. Meg Thee Stallion was not performing in her house. Roddy Ricch was not performing in his house.
But that's not BET. That's not Viacom paying for that. That's Atlantic.
But it's still money.
That's Atlantic's not paying.
Slot. Atlantic's not paying for that. For
that Mad Max performance?
That's not Atlantic. Atlantic's not the one saying we want her there.
It's not Cole Crawford?
No, Viacom's saying we want Meg to perform.
Hove?
No, it's not.
So who's paying that?
Viacom. Whoever's paying for the show.
You think
BET
so?
Awards, yes. We want Meg. Why would I pay for you to use my artist? Like, no, my artist won't perform.
It's true.
That's what I think. Like, no, it's like you want it, then this is what we got to do.
No, you're right.
But honestly, I do think it does cost less. I think the net cost
overall, the overall net cost.
Like I think shooting one video is like more expensive than like
the
performing.
venue, flying everyone in, organizing it,
coordination and management, supervision,
coordination management,
security.
Yep.
You always got to be on top. Like
it's like defunding the police, right? So when you get that big unnecessary usage of money, you can strip away from that and have Meg
the
performing
same amount of entertainment
with stunt doubles. You know what I'm saying? Like you get that. So
I like that.
Defund the police.
Defund the police.
Beyonce
fun fact.
Yeah, let's move on to a very quick Beyonce fun fact here, just to break the ice. Did you know that the most awarded artist of all time has been... Wait, didn't I read this shit?
You did not.
Are you sure?
Nope. I've never heard this before. This is the first time I'm hearing this.
You sure I didn't read this last week?
Nope. 100%. I saw this link and I did not click it until just now.
Okay.
And I know I've never heard about this.
Before. We didn't talk about this?
No, we did not.
The most awarded artist of all time has been updated.
Okay.
Number 3 on the list. I know for sure I talked about this.
You did not.
Whitney Houston.
Shout out to the
at
late
657 awards.
Jeez. Wait, hold up.
657 awards.
How many awards are you winning?
How long is your career? 20 years, let's say, right?
Yes. No, Whitney was longer than 20, technically.
You're throwing up 30 awards a year?
Damn, that's gold status.
Eesh.
Well, the people you're about to name are goats anyway. So.
Number 2 on that list is who we're talking about, Beyonce.
Jeez.
688 awards. Now, I want to know why this award list was now updated when Beyonce is 31 awards ahead.
Is it like all of a sudden she won 32 awards?
But did she win like 31 at once?
Right, like 32 awards to automatically just pass her? Like, what happened?
I don't know. I don't know. But number one on that list, if you can take a guess, even though you have it in front of you,
It's
and
a
even though
Drake?
I have it in front of me.
Drake?
It is not
Hov?
Drake. And I'm telling you, I read this list before because we said, no, I think I had it in my
You
head.
had in your head to ask where do you think Drake will
I
end
had the
up.
convo with myself.
I already had that convo myself too. Where would Drake end up on this list when his career's all said and done?
Okay, let me take away the surprise element.
Yes.
Number one on that list, of course, is Michael Jackson. 800, and that was good. That was good. I'll give you that.
Mike Jackson's my favorite.
That was good. That was very accurate. Michael Jackson was six. Wow,
Six.
Six. My bad. Disrespect.
Put some respect.
834 awards.
That's crazy.
That's like Kareem Abdul-Jabbar's scoring record.
You're not touching that. See the first comment there? Beyonce is going to surpass Michael Jackson. Do you think that's going to happen? To be honest, I'm going to say no. I think Beyonce has reached the legacy part where she's not going to be getting
as many
awards anymore. Not sure it's going to be legacy awards, lifetime awards.
Let's
personally think.
Well, okay, she's at 688.
I wish I could see who else was like how far like Drake.
Me
is.
too.
Like I just want to know what
really
Drake is.
wish.
Yeah, 100 and something, 200. Like
So-
then I can get a gauging.
And I almost feel like new artists have a much better opportunity
They do,
because I feel like there's maybe more awards given.
and the music is more out there. I guess you can say.
More not universal because that's
And
almost
I just mean like it's more. It's easier to find someone's album. Like I could drop an album today, and it could start buzzing in tomorrow, and then by a month from now, the whole world has heard about it.
Well,
Whereas 50 years, not 10 years ago, you couldn't drop a mixtape in Toronto. It'll be fire, and a month from now, it's still only Toronto would have heard about your
comeback
mixtape.
season by Drake.
But that's what I'm saying. Like Beyonce, a lot of early Beyonce work probably just went unnoticed or
I see what you
swept
mean.
under the rug,
I see what you
and
mean.
just based off the time.
I
Whereas
definitely
someone like a
know
little
what you
TJ can go fucking platinum and start winning awards just because. I don't know. You know, I'm just giving an example.
No, I know exactly what you mean by that. So Beyonce at 688, does she reach 700?
I think she'll reach 700. That's possible. She's not
Does
75
she reach
years old.
750?
I think so.
Does she reach 800?
I don't think so. I think she's somewhere between 750
I
and
think
800.
she gets 800 almost easily,
You think she gets 830?
but I don't think she ever surpasses Michael Jackson.
No, fair enough. I mean, I can give you that. I'm not gonna. There's nothing, I can't even argue you on this. Like,
I don't know.
I'm not mad at that take. What's she at now?
688.
688.
So she needs about 150 more.
78. Oh yeah, maybe she will touch 800.
150 if you're putting up like 30 a year.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, I do one of those. Yeah. Okay, but keep on the
Yo,
all
she got 5 years.
She does. Like, she's not gonna stop.
She got 5 runs in her easily.
Easy.
And then once we get 50-year-old Beyonce,
think about this. If you get 5 albums, each album gets 20
no,
awards.
she's beating it.
Each
She's beating
20,
it.
each album gets 20 awards for the
beating
rest of her
it.
career. That's 100 right there.
She's
She
beating
gets the random
A few
30
lifetimes.
Yeah, just the random song of the year.
A few feet like feature of the year with Meg.
Exactly. That's another 30 right there. I think she can.
She does. I think she's gonna get like 870.
I don't think she's gonna beat it.
She might touch 900.
You know what? I think Mike Jackson's still gonna go up too, though. That's the funny part. He's not that much.
No.
He might get like a few lifetimes.
A few lifetime. Well, I know. I think they lifetimed him out, and that's no disrespect, obviously.
That he got all the lifetime awards
I
you could
think.
possibly
Yeah, no.
get.
I think they've done that. I think.
TMV award. What is count going up?
Yo,
every week I'm gonna give him a
We're,
fucking.
we're at 1. So,
Right. Let's go. Let's go. We're making it known.
We're on the list. We're on the board.
So.
Okay. I guess then the question that I can't believe I had this conversation in my head and I was convinced that it happened in real life. But I do have another question that I want to ask. Drake.
Drizzy Drake.
We have no clue how much he's at. For
Let me
one.
just Google how many awards does Drake have. He's probably not gonna get an accurate number, but just.
Yeah.
So where are you going with this anyway?
Well, not even to mention Drake, but we kind of led into it. But who do you think, as an
Drake.
artist, that could even surpass? Like
Drake's the
Kendrick.
only. Drake, yes.
Kendrick.
I think Drake can.
Drake.
I think Drake is honestly.
Kanye. How could I forget about Kanye?
Even Hov to an extent. You think Hov
No.
can get up there? No, right?
No.
He didn't have that critical acclaim early on.
Yeah.
To get. You need to start getting it from your first 2 albums. Start getting awards to like Kendrick. I think Kendrick doesn't drop enough. I think.
But he does though. He has 4 albums.
Yeah, but like all these,
And each album is like.
Oh, I
each
get
album
that.
got 50.
I get that, but Drake's also dropping
Single.
mixtapes and all those stuff that are winning
Okay,
awards.
but when we think about awards,
That's-
awarded, let's not like we have to take our minds out of Grammys. And I'm not saying you're thinking that.
Yeah. Thing was, what's the album he dropped where Passion Fruit and all that With, you know what I'm talking about,
Passion
right?
fruit from miles away.
But that whole whatever playlist, it won awards, even though it was a quote unquote playlist. Like that's why he gets bonus.
You're plugged out.
Awards. Oh,
Yeah, you're plugged back in now.
my bad. He gets a bonus 10 awards just for dropping a random ass quote unquote play. Whereas Kendrick loses.
Drake got 7 albums, right?
He has like 7. He has like 7 things he drops.
Yo, Kendrick got 4 albums. Drake got like 8.
Yep,
it's crazy. That's oh my god. But anyways,
I googled it.
What is it?
How many does Drake have? At least 7. Yo, bro, I'm not even joking. Big and bold at least 7.
Wow, Google's confident with at least 7.
Yeah, I'm confident with at least 10.
That's nuts. Holy shit. Yeah, no, I mean, I think we forget about Kanye a lot from the award conversation. I think.
Did he sweep 1 Grammys like 1 year, like late 2000s? He swept.
I just know he got a lot of fucking Grammys.
He swept. He swept the Grammys 1 year where he won every category he won. I think he lost like in 2 out of the categories.
That's craziness. I just think that with Kanye, I think he's gonna have to quickly find some quality.
He does.
Quickly.
He needs to find like stability, quality. Like he needs to find that lane. He needs to find his lane back. He had a lane, and it's okay to change lanes. But just right now, we are not connecting with Kanye in that lane he's in.
No, you're right. Should we touch on, or how much should we touch on the Virgil Pop Smoke situation? So
I don't know how I feel about Virgil, man. Being a black man.
an imposter, bro.
Right? Is he an Uncle Tom? Are we allowed to call him Uncle Tom?
You can call him whatever the fuck you want.
No, because I'm calling him an Uncle Tom.
Yeah.
He's all about the white market. He don't care about black people.
Well, that's the thing.
He just took Pop Smoke's manager's money and designed an album cover that looked like you and I could. You could have done better, fam.
So, of course, what we're alluding to is the quote-unquote original cover for the Pop Smoke posthumous.
Never
know how to say that.
Hummus. I always think of hummus. That's why.
Yeah, posthumous.
Posthumous. I would call it posthumous.
I've heard people say posthumous.
After death.
Yes. So for Pop Smoke's posthumous album, Virgil designed the cover. Now, apparently, Pop Smoke did say that he wanted Virgil to do some designing of an album cover for him. And this is Virgil, of course, fulfilling that.
Yes.
Right? So I understand the story behind it. And I'm not mad at going to Virgil to do it.
Yeah,
especially if that was some kind of conversation.
If that's who you want to design it, be you. If you want,
by all means.
Do who you want to do. I can't tell you how to design your own album cover.
We then saw what Virgil produced, which was a very clip-arted...
Yeah, just...
entry-level Photoshop looking album cover. I've seen several threads on Twitter since about different album covers, Virgil style.
Yo, those threads were killing
J. Cole Forest Hill Drives, a picture of J. Cole, a picture of a house, and a the Kendrick Lamar one, Good Kid, Mad City, is like a picture of a van.
A van in front of a house?
In front of a picture of a house.
And he just writes in pencil, Good Kid, Mad City.
Yeah, so I mean, so you can kind of obviously get that clip art style of joke, quote-unquote, that it has become. When you saw the Pop Smoke Virgil cover, how did you did you see it?
I saw it.
How did you react to
I said this is weak. I said this is Virgil just showing you don't care about black people. You care about the white people's money. You don't care about black people's money. Because he probably, he probably quote unquote got underpaid for this if he got paid for it. And in his eyes, he's probably like, I'm the damn artistic director of Louis.
I get 50 mil off Louis.
Why am I going to waste my time designing an album cover for a dead man? Look at what he said about protesting.
And we're saying this is, we're saying this might be what he's thinking. This is not you saying this, and this is also not us saying we know what Virgil is saying.
It's how we feel. Based off of what we saw, I feel like he did not put any effort into this. He didn't put any thought. He just woke up one morning. I was just like, oh shit, I have to do this thing due today. 3 more hours. Blip, 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 blip.
I was offended by the image that he used.
It wasn't a guy wearing an off-white shirt.
But that was the same Pop Smoke image that we've been seeing.
And I get putting your own outfit. And you're just
going to remix that?
I get you using your own, because it was wearing off-white.
Is that a real Pop Smoke tattoo?
Yeah, it says Faith. Okay. He just bolded it out. It actually says Faith. That's a real tattoo.
Put a tattoo on the guy?
But
I was like, yo, bro, this guy's nuts.
They always said they just made it bolded. It just looked really weak, to be honest. Just looked low effort, yeah.
How do you feel about, I don't know if you ended up seeing, so of course when people take exception, they're going to be like, oh, hey, use this instead.
Yeah.
And then there became this new flood of people saying, well, here's my Pop Smoke cover, here's my Pop Smoke cover, here's my...
Yeah.
How do you feel about that?
Yeah, you're allowed to make it. That's it.
But do you feel like it's a little like?
Nah, you're allowed to. I have no problem with you making your own Pop Smoke cover if that's what you want to do. If you like the guy that much and you feel like you can do a better job, by all means. It's not. If they made it a contest, then I'll be like, okay, now come on, guys.
Well, it almost felt contest like. To some
it did,
degree.
but like I knew.
You're saying if on
like
the
Pop Smokes, yes. Like
it.
of course it felt like a contest. Everyone's gonna make it feel like a contest, but
you're right.
I think all those people subconsciously they should know you're just doing that for yourself at that point. Like I wouldn't make a contest if I did it. So I'll just be like, you know what, like I hear someone you're disrespecting an artist I had a personal bond with, maybe to an extent. Here's my cover.
I almost wish they used one of those.
That would have been hard too, to be like, yo, fan sourced. I feel like that would be hard.
Yeah.
Like, you know what, fuck Virgil. Pops for the fans.
Did you obviously saw the actual cover now.
I saw the cover. It's not
I don't know
bad.
what it's supposed to be.
It's a rose.
Is it a rock?
It's a rose.
Oh, it's a rose.
It's a dark. It's like the silver rose, whatever
I was
it
like,
is,
what is that?
and a black. That's such a hard cover for like Life After Death. Post like it's like, if I felt like if I saw that first, I would have been like, yo, that's a hard cover. Like,
I gotta relook at that cover because that new one looked weak too.
I think it looks weak because we saw this, and now we're just like kind of. I
don't even know, but I feel like I gotta relook.
I like the cover. I felt like it was a nice like. If I had a hard copy, just all black with a silver rose, Pop Smoke. You know this is the last. Hopefully, the last thing that comes out.
It's true.
I felt like that was hard.
It'll be hard on vinyl.
Exactly. It's like one of the like blow it up. It will be like a sick cover.
I'm rolling with that.
Fuck Virgil.
Let's move on though. Freddie Gibbs find himself in the news again.
Yo, I love Freddie Gibbs, man.
He's going at people again.
Yeah,
this time he's going at Akademiks. He and Akademiks were going back and forth on Twitter, on Instagram, Twitch. Who the fuck
all
knows
of them. All
at this point.
Any source.
I don't even know how this really originated.
So I actually know how it originated.
Oh, tell me more.
So Akademiks are doing this live stream, and they think they're talking about Jeezy's album coming out. And to be honest, he didn't say anything wrong, but it was just the way he went about it. And
is that when he said?
He said Jeezy's more relevant than Gibbs, which I do agree with. Jeezy is more relevant than Gibbs.
How? When? In 03?
Jeezy still like, walk down the street. People know like a random white person would know Young Jeezy before they know Young Gibbs. That's what
Freddie Gibbs, that Young Gibbs.
Oh, Young Gibbs. I said, but to me, that's what relevance means. That's all it means, though. Just how popular you are. But I feel like Gibbs took it the wrong way. You're taking it the wrong way, as in he's saying his music sucks. And then that's how. Wait. And then it got converted to that because then he started going to numbers. And I was like, he's like, oh, Gibbs can't even sell. I'm like, okay, now you're like losing me. Like relevance doesn't have to do with selling.
So correct me if I'm wrong.
He kind of, and that's when Gibbs started getting back at him and like, fuck you.
So you're kind of saying, and I'm not saying it's definitively black and white as this, but in this instance, I should say, you're using the word relevant to mean the same thing as recognizable?
Like, just like more popular. That's what relevance is how popular you are. Like how much you are in the spotlight. That's relevance.
And you think Young Jeezy's more relevant than Freddie Gibbs?
Not like relevant, just more popular. He's more popular than Freddie Gibbs, yes. Come on, you gotta admit.
I don't even know if he's more popular.
Young Jeezy is more popular than Freddie Gibbs. Come on.
He has a much bigger legacy than Freddie Gibbs.
That's what makes him popular. That's what makes him more. He is more popular than Freddie Gibbs.
Okay, so who's more popular? Who's more popular?
He's more popular than Freddie Gibbs. Come on, man. Don't. Just say, I'm not saying he's better. I'm not saying.
No, I know that.
I'm just saying. In terms of popularity,
I'm trying to think of an example here. Who's more popular? I need a good.
Let me put it this way: when a Jeezy song comes on, everyone knows Jeezy's voice. When a Freddie Gibbs song comes on, I don't know Freddie Gibbs' voice. I'm gonna tell you that. I do not know Freddie Gibbs' voice. I've not listened to any of his, and that's just. But that to me is what relevance means.
And I'm not hating on
that. It's just that
I'm just challenging it.
In my head, just like in that case, Jeezy's more relevant, just because I know if we go to a party and Young Jeezy comes on, everyone knows. Even if you don't know the song, yeah, that's Young Jeezy. If you're Freddie Gibbs, the song may be fire. You're like, yo, who is that guy? You're still gonna get who is that guy? A lot more for Freddie Gibbs than Jeezy.
Okay, who's more relevant?
Okay.
Who's more relevant? Steve Francis.
But see, we're Canadian. It's a little different for us. We have a bad experience. Well, not us, but like, we know a lot more about Steve Francis because he don't want to play in Vancouver.
Come on, man. We throw that away. That's from
but
90.
See,
that's from 98,
but you still
man.
think about that. Okay.
But hold on. Here we go. Who's more relevant?
Yeah.
Steve Francis or Mike Conley?
Oh, Mike Conley.
And that's what I'm saying. But Steve Francis is Young Jeezy.
Yeah, but like, here's the thing about music and basketball. Music, in basketball, you stop playing, so you quote unquote start to fade away. In music, you still release music. Jeezy just released an album this week. His relevance just went back up. See, Francis ain't gonna play a basketball game of NBA in his life.
I get what
you're saying though. Like, if Jeezy started releasing music 10 years ago, I would have given it to Freddie Gibbs, because most likely no one would have heard anything about Jeezy.
See, the thing is that, like, obviously I'm just like fucking with you.
Yeah, I like the devil's advocate.
I get what you're saying, and from your description, Jeezy is the superlative in your description.
Mm-hmm.
But when you ask the question, who's more relevant? The relevant current rapper who's critically acclaimed and released Bandana and fucking Pinata, whatever the hell it's called,
Alfredo.
and fucking Alfredo, or the guy who the only music you remember from him is mixtapes from 2008.
I get what you're saying. So, yeah. But that's
my president is black from 12, whatever year that was. That's 08. Must have been 08 as well. 08. There you go. So it's like...
But anyway, to bring it back, this is what I think there became the whole... Gabe started getting Akademiks being felt slighted that he said that. And Akademiks went back with you can't even sell 25 first week. And then I just think it's funny that Akademiks goes on a rant and Gibbs just goes like, "I'll pinch your titties," and then Akademiks goes on a whole rant and Gibbs is just like, "Shut up, go suck a guy's dick," and then it goes on a rant. I'm just like, how do you keep replying to someone that keeps on? Clearly, you don't have to argue with someone.
He was frosty. Yeah. Wayno tweeted. Wayno said, "Act drunk."
he clearly was.
He knew what it was right away. I think Meek was in that as well. He said Akademiks is canceled because he's bad police on our culture and we don't need them. He also gassed a lot of beef. He also gassed a lot of beef that got people killed and hurt, and never donated $1 to the culture. We're gonna holla at you next run, champ. Who else tweeted?
He went at Chrissy Teigen. If you play that first link, it's a video of him or what he exactly said. I think, is it 2 minutes and 20 seconds? If it is, then just fast forward to like about a minute and.
Oh wait, no, the first link, no.
Oh, wasn't the first?
Wait, for the Chrissy Teigen one? Oh, yeah, my fault.
It should be a Twitter link.
Yeah.
Is it 220?
It's like 20 seconds.
Okay, so it's exactly what he said.
Bigger Love sells 26K first week. It's bewildering to me. His be talking match. I dislike this so much. I can't even lie to you. Chrissy Teigen, Instagram. I just feel like one time she sneaked this to me, so down. Straight up. And John, you can hear that. Don't have your this to me, because I don't get too about none of y'all. It's the call from chat. Our Serpent Pat, Bigger Love sells 26K first.
I don't know how Chrissy Teigen got in it, but she somehow was getting the smoke from Akademiks.
Ak is nuts. I'm just trying to see what other links we have in here.
There's just more Ak stuff.
I
think the last two were just the article before I found the Chrissy Teigen clip.
Yeah.
I think the rest is just the Complex stuff now.
Oh yeah, Akademiks has since been suspended by Complex for his comments.
2 episodes.
And Twitch banned him.
Twitch banned him?
Which is actually very interesting because
that was a money bag.
First of all, that's a huge money bag. Secondly, he brings a large audience to Twitch.
He does.
And he brings a black audience.
He brings a black audience.
A white, black. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but there's still some black.
Yeah. And there are a lot of black gamers, so let me not sound ignorant.
Actually, there's a podcast about gamers. It's black gamers.
Actually,
it's called Spawn on Me.
Black gamers actually have done a lot.
So it was...
Let me not take away from that at all. So I'm definitely not ignorant to that. But Ak does bring an audience there.
He does.
That goes without saying.
Ak has a following, whether we like it or not. I don't. And I've been team Bodega Boy, so I was always fuck Ak for a minute. So I was funny. It was funny watching.
Apparently, Gibbs came out with an Akademiks diss.
Oh, it was just a freestyle he did over a beat. It wasn't even a freestyle. It was
Let's hear this.
America, this for hip hop, African America. Cancel that bitch, get that bitch fired. You know that fat ass bitch lying. Niggas ain't fucking with me. When I catch Akademiks, I'ma squeeze them titties. Nigga, I'ma squeeze your breasts. Nigga, let the tips hit your chest. How the tips hit your chest? Gangsta Gibbs, I'm the best, bitch.
Let's end that.
But you see what I'm saying now? Ak's probably recording a 30-minute long video and Gibbs just having fun with it. He's like, yo, I'ma pinch your tits. Like, how you offend? It's all offended. Where conversation's done.
I like what Freddie's doing, man.
I like it. I like
what he's doing. He's been really reaping the moment since like 2018, and he hasn't turned back, man. He hasn't turned back. Definitely welcome to the top tier, Freddie Gibbs.
T.
I'm trying to think what else I had to say about this.
I have nothing else to say.
I thought I had a real discussion, but
because like you said, it concluded.
Yeah.
We got to the end of it. Before it would have been like, so what's gonna happen to Ak? Is Ak okay? You know, but like now we know what happened. He got suspended from thing and
Complex.
He got banned
I
from
can't
Twitch.
believe Twitch banned him.
That's crazy.
Do you think he will be back on Twitch?
I don't think so. I think it's one of these things you have to like put your foot down on and be
Done.
like, when you ban someone, not suspend, you can't unban someone. At that point, you've lost every leverage you have once you've unbanned someone.
Corporations don't care about leverage; they care about money.
Exactly, leverage, money.
You know what I'm saying?
It's support. Brands are not going to want to do that. Like, well, you can just unban anyone anytime. Well, then your bans don't mean shit at that point.
Instagram did it for Tory Lanez.
Yeah, they just banned. They suspended him though.
I'm fucking with you. I was gonna say Tory Crews.
Lanez.
Terry Crews is back in the news.
Fucking man, this guy is. I used to fuck with this guy heavy too, man. Like heavy.
Everybody hates Chris. I used to fuck with him.
Heavy.
Family Feud. Was he on Family Feud?
I don't know. I just watched him on like,
Millionaire or
Brooklyn
some shit?
Nine-Nine. I watched on Brooklyn Nine-Nine.
I hated him. I hated Brooklyn Nine-Nine.
I like Brooklyn Nine-Nine. That was, I think it's
I don't
funny.
know. It was alright. But Terry Crews is tweeting again. He said, "If you are a child of God, you are my brother and my sister.
Brace yourself.
I have family of every race,
Brace yourself.
every creed, and every ideology.
Here it comes.
We must ensure that Black Lives Matters does not morph into Black Lives Better."
Someone come get this man's Twitter.
I thought he tweeted again, actually. Oh my
Did he?
God.
I missed it? I didn't put the link there?
An hour ago, bro.
He tweeted an hour ago?
He tweeted an hour ago.
Perfect.
He said,
we got the game time.
are all white people bad? No.
No one ever said that.
Are all black people good?
No one ever said that either.
Okay, first of all, why you?
It's not a black versus white thing. That's what he's missing.
Why white bad? No. Black good? No.
I know. That's true.
Knowing this reality, I stand on my decision to unite with good people, no matter the race, the creed, or the ideology. Given the number of threats against this decision, I also decide to die on this hill. That nigga is all the way in the sunken place.
He is, man.
He literally is saying, I will die on this hill.
He is.
Whoa, this guy is terrible.
So, you know what? This is perfect because one of the questions I had was, because I don't care much about Terry Crews. Like, it's fuck Terry Crews. Like, it was fuck all Virgil. What do you do with someone like this in the community? Because, like, fortunately for us, we just know Terry Crews from TV. But what if this was someone, I don't know, maybe you worked with, someone you thought was your boy, someone you work with, people that go to TV shows. Now if I had to go on set with someone Terry Crews, how do you approach him with this? Like, how do you treat them? Like, how do you people that don't get it? Like, when they should, especially as a black person, you should get it.
So I always say this, and this is something that gives me ultimate peace of mind. This is something that I've learned in meditation. This is something that I've learned in therapy as well. There's only so much that you can control, for one.
Oh, yeah.
For two, there's a big difference between ignorance versus willful ignorance. There's a lot of ignorant people out there.
Yes.
It's very easy to be frustrated with somebody who's ignorant.
Yes.
How don't you see that? What the fuck?
That's how I feel.
When you're ignorant, you need to be told that you're ignorant.
Yes.
So you're start answering your question. What do we do? When we notice ignorance from somebody, we have to call them out on the ignorance.
Okay. Now I like where you're going with this. I want to use Terry Crews as an example.
Yes.
You're calling them out. Mm-hmm. 5 days later, the person comes back with, "Nah, I thought about it. I'm standing on this hill." Okay. I love that he tweeted. It's perfect timing. How do we go about that now?
Well,
I don't know what to do.
So, when someone's ignorant, we have to teach. Well, not even say we have to teach them, but I want to show them that they're ignorant.
Show them.
And if they choose to be willfully ignorant after that, I'm done with them.
Okay, so that's all we can do at this point.
You're making your NBC money, ABC money, and no black people are ever gonna fuck with you again.
Pretty much, you ain't gonna read no black movies.
You have literally lost your blackness in favor of pleasing
White
or
people.
appeasing or satisfying some white person.
Yes.
That's what you've done.
Yes.
And you are going to die on the hill of betraying your people?
Yeah. Sorry, he's the other one to become Black Lives Better. Bro, we need to get out of fucking...
First of all, nobody's asking for that.
No one, we're not even close to anything, even being equal, to even think about being better. So let's first of all even think about getting equal.
You have white people saying all lives cannot matter until Black Lives Matter. And you have Terry Crews saying, we're not going for Black Lives Better. Can you stop?
Man.
I would trade Terry Crews for anyone.
Yo, give us Jack Harlow, fam. Give us Jack Harlow. We'll take Jack Harlow. Take Terry Crews.
I'm dead. Holy shit. I just don't get it. It's sickening. I think...
Is he married to a white woman?
Yeah, I don't know.
No, because I just want to say, like, who's in his corner?
Know.
Like,
I don't know,
where are your parents? Where are your family? Where are your friends? Like, I'm not gonna watch you tweet this and maybe you know what? Maybe they tried.
The bag.
And,
the bag.
Damn.
The bag.
Damn, don't let money blind you guys.
That's all I could chalk it up to.
Speaking of white people shit.
August Alsina. I wanted to have a good discussion here, but honestly, this convo has been way too long in the news.
Yeah.
And it came and it left. So let's kind of have the quick version of this discussion.
I don't know much about it. I just know the headlines about this.
So it's been rumored forever that Jada and Will sleep with other people.
Yes,
they allude to it on their show. Even the moms was like, damn, that's crazy. That's some crazy shit. I don't know how y'all do that. But Jada is always big on, this is how we keep our bond tight. No matter what happens, we know that we will be together at the end of the day.
I'm just going to
She even said, quote unquote, you can be on that side of the house with her. I can be on that side of the house with him. And once that's over, we know we're together at the end of the day. You know what I'm saying? Like, so it's been rumored like that forever. And August Alsina obviously was linked to that for a very long time. August Alsina now came out with an interview with Angela Yee, where he's essentially doing tell-all type of material. And of course, people are gonna, follow the timeline, follow the history, right?
You can do
August Alsina has had records, I think from 2019 or 2018, I could be wrong, that basically tell everything, with Jada Pinkett as Jada's middle name as the contact, and that's kind of the art that's going along with the music song. So we know what they're doing. We know what they're doing. We're not.
So you think it's they actually do that? They're in an open relationship.
Well, I don't want to use the wrong term, right? And this is maybe one thing that's important to know. I don't want to be ignorant to any incorrect terminology, whether it's open relationship and or polyamorous and or.
They're allowed to sleep with other people.
Yes.
They've created their own rules in whatever way they're allowed to. So you think it's true?
I do think it's true.
Okay.
I do think it's true, based on Jada's words.
Okay.
And I guess the only, like, again, I'm not going to recap the story and the
nuances
I don't need the whole
story
because that has happened already. But maybe just a few basic questions. First of all, do you think you'd ever find yourself in this situation?
Like August Alsina or Will Smith? Because August, yes. Will Smith, no.
August, no. For me, fuck that. I'm not.
If your husband's cool with it, you looking like Jada Pinkett. Hey, I'm just saying.
Oh, no.
You're at a grocery store doing your grocery. A lady comes up to you, chats you up a little bit. You text her 1-2. She's like, "Yo, look, I do have a husband, but he cool."
If I'm
you trying to go to a hotel room? Not 22, like right now, whatever.
If I'm 22, but if I'm a grown ass man, like,
that's like 27, 28.
I'll be alright. I'm cool.
I mean, it's not a relationship. It's just yo, come meet me in the hotel room.
Sea?
Nah, man, I'm out.
It is Jada Pinkett though.
That's what I'm saying. It's not some honey boo boo mother or something.
So you would do it if you were August?
Yes.
I would do it for a little bit too. So
it's not gonna be like, I'm not trying to wife her. I'm trying to understand.
But he tried to wife her.
Yeah, see, that's where he fucked up. Yo.
He fell in love.
Side niggas gotta understand. Sometimes you gotta just stay the side. You gotta understand. You came in as a side piece. You can't leave as a main piece. Your fries are fries. You're not the burger, fam.
Would you do it if you were Will?
Nah.
Would you do it if you were Jada?
I mean, that's a girl's point of view still. I can't say much about that. I can only give the groom the husband side, and that's all I can say.
Jada Pinkett did tweet that she is going to be like, I'm going to have a talk with myself on the Red Table Talk, basically. Like, some truths have been identified.
Good promotion. Good promotion.
To have some great conversation.
Good
and,
promotion.
She put the hands on the table. So,
when's the episode drop?
That was essentially my question. August came up with an album last week. Jada is now going to come up with an interview with herself. we've seen the sickest levels of marketing before, to a point where Kanye says that he supported Trump in order to market. Yes. So listen, nothing is out of the question at this point.
It's not.
Do you think this is the sickest degrees of strategic marketing?
Yes. I think this is up there. Up there with the Trump hat.
or I guess let me ask this. Is this premeditated marketing?
It has
or
to
is
be.
this reactionary where it's like, shit, now that it's out, I might as well
I
take
feel
it
like August Alsina was premeditated. Is that
premeditated.
Right? Yeah. Like he knew, okay, I just came out with an album. I need something. I need people talking about
something
me.
salacious. Let me talk to Angela Yee.
And I feel like Jada is just like, hey, well, let's talk about my reaction. Take advantage of the situation. You know what? My name's being thrown around. I got something to promote. Yo, let's talk about it on the one thing I got to promote. Like, it's something come out to this podcast, but yo, hold the tweets.
Yeah.
On the next episode, we will discuss this for people to watch it. Just take advantage. So that's what I think it is.
X question. It's like, I'm not going to talk to you when you come in my house.
Exactly.
I'm going to stay mute. I'm not going to say that. I'm going to keep my head down. And when the camera's on, I'm going to ask you what I wanted to ask you.
Exactly.
I get it. Strategic marketing. No, I'm rolling. I'm rolling with that.
Shout out to Jada Pinkett and Will Smith. That's their thing. Hey power
man.
to you.
All of the powers
just,
to you.
Just do you.
Meek Mill is in the news for something that he accused Drake of with Duke. What's his name? What's my dude's name? Quentin Miller. Like, what's the dude's name again? So Meek Mill, of course, is reportedly being accused of stealing lyrics on his songs 100 Summers as well as Cold Hearted 2, which breaks my heart because Cold Hearted 1 is one of my favorite songs of all time.
It's a fire song.
But I guess just what do you think about this? What do you think? Do you think it's true?
I gotta see what this evidence is.
Yeah.
I can't go off just accusation and headlines. I want to say I hope it's not true. Mm-hmm. It will suck if it is. Mm-hmm. Does this change the way you view him if it is true?
See, and that's where, like you said, I want to know the nuances.
It's just like, we were in the studio together when he was writing, and then we helped him. Because in that case,
because if it's like
nothing.
Travis Ye, and cool, whatever.
That's what I'm saying. If you're in the studio,
I don't care.
If you're in the studio, I'm writing or you're recording. I'm like, yo, that's a sick line. You say you're not going to use it.
But if it's your verse and I took your verse and I'm rapping your verse,
then it's different.
Then it's
like, okay, straight on. I sent you an email link saying here's the verse you should rap, and you rapped it damn near word for word. Then yes.
Yeah, I think this is definitely one of those that more information to be revealed.
Yes.
And I don't think there's really much point of
before I started blaming or
speculating.
Yes.
Much further than that, I definitely want to see how this plays out because again, it's interesting. We know, shit, Drake could come out of nowhere and say, "Ha ha, I told you." Like we don't like anything could happen.
Exactly.
Right.
I can sue Drake and say, Drake, you took my lyrics. It doesn't take it doesn't take much to say someone did something.
It's true.
So I'm not going to go off just in this situation. Not in every situation. In this situation, I'm not going to go off just someone saying you stole my bars.
No, it's true. It's true. Let's get into some keep it or leak it in that case. And honestly, it's a whole bunch of leak, but
it is. It really is.
We just wanted to use this to announce it, right?
That's pretty much what it is.
The first of all, I'm going to start with the first one. Master P is our first keep it or leak it today. The No Limit Chronicles, which is a new original 5-part docuseries about Master P and No Limit Records. I think this is a BET project.
Yep.
It could be,
airing Wednesday, July 29th at 9 p.m. on BET.
Yup.
Oh, yeah, this is an immediate leak. I've always liked Master P, and he's one of those people that I feel he doesn't get the spotlight enough for how much he has accomplished.
Yeah.
I feel like we don't get me wrong, Jay-Z's accomplished a lot, but we always see the Jay-Z's and the Kanye's and no one knows Master P's level of entrepreneurship.
Exactly.
Or I want to know this because I want to know. Those people I would like to study, not people that are always on TV, behind the scenes people. So it's something I want to see. I don't know much about Master P himself other than Lil Romeo. Mm-hmm. So I'm interested in this.
Master P is someone who I've gravitated towards all my life.
Yeah.
Whether it's trying out for the Raptors, whether it's Lil Romeo. Whether it's Silk the Shocker back in the day. I like Silk the Shocker. That's an admission there. I like Silk the Shocker a lot. C Murder was nice.
C Murder was nice.
But Master P is someone that I always gravitated towards. And even as a mogul, I always had him in the same tier as Jay-Z, as Dr. Dre, as P. Diddy, right?
That people don't know that.
And that's
though.
it. That's Rushmore. It's Diddy, Hove, Dre, Master P.
People don't know that though.
And a lot of people don't know
and that's why I'm happy that this is coming out.
Yeah, and even with a lot of the newer ventures that he does that people make fun of. He has his own fucking Wheaties. He has his own toilet paper. He has the Money Yachty shoes.
Is he involved in the big three to an extent?
I don't know. That I don't know. Maybe.
But either way, he's involved in a lot of things.
And Cube is up there too. But,
and Cube.
Definitely. But
we're the family, Ray, but we still rate it.
I like this for a few reasons. I like it because it's shedding light on Master P. I like it because it's a 5-part docu-series, and we know how great those have been. And I like it because
it's on BT.
Yeah, it's I think BT's also working on a few more of those 90s 2000s type of thing. They could capture a lot of audience.
They can
if they just relive the 90s and 2000s right now.
They really could.
You know what I'm saying? So 100% leak. You already know what it is. Second keep it or leak it is Ozark. Ozark season 4. Final season. It's gonna be 14 episodes.
Jeez.
Now
1 episode longer.
How many episodes?
I said 1 episode longer. It's usually 13 episodes.
Is it?
Or is it 10? Maybe it's 10. I don't know.
I thought they threw up like 9.
Nah, I wasn't.
To me, I thought this was like 1.5 seasons low key. I could be wrong.
I think is that 10 or 13 episodes a season.
Okay. Well, shit, not bad. How do you feel about this? How do you feel about it coming out so soon? Because I didn't realize it was so soon. I thought it was a full year. You guys were like, yo, bro.
No, it's not coming out soon. There's no release date.
So that's what I said.
I didn't see this commercial. Someone else was telling us it's coming out soon. When I actually saw the trailer, I'm like, all they said was our 4th season is going to be our final season. That's all the trailer was really supposed to say. I think everyone got their hopes up saying it's coming soon. Coming out soon. But I looked at it, I watched it a few times, like there's nothing about dates. Yeah. Like, they just issued the 1st season.
Was it a trailer? I didn't watch.
It was like a 30-second something snippet.
Teaser trailer.
Teaser trailer. It wasn't anything, no date. All it was saying was just like, this is our final. Oh, it wasn't even a teaser trailer. It was the circle with the plus and minus, and then it scrolled down, or it does like some animation, and it said like final season or something. Okay. That's all it said.
That's it.
And some people got season 2 is airing next week.
How do you feel about shows ending under 5 seasons?
I like it.
I love it.
I think I
think the greatest shows are 5 seasons.
You should want us wanting more, and that's it.
That's it.
Want me wanting more and end it there.
Come and go.
Breaking Bad, I want more, but I like it that I want more, but I know I can't get more. But I also know what I have is so good. I don't want it to be like breaking Prison Break, where you get 3 seasons in and
you're Prison.
Prison Break, you get 3 seasons in and you're just kind of like.
I thought Prison Break was done after 2 seasons.
It pretty much was, and that would have been perfect. It should have been a miniseries.
Yeah,
literally, and they could have done different prisons as miniseries. You know, how amazing that would have been. Different cast, people breaking out different prisons.
NCIS Miami.
Yeah, Prison Break, Alcatraz.
Yeah, some next shit.
You know, don't steal our ideas, guys.
Oh shit, Molly Obama is a cancer. Look at that. Goats. Anyways,
she ain't no goat. I'm joking.
No, keep her leak, I guess. Technically.
Leak. We both like Ozark here.
Of course, that's a leak. That's a top tier show in my opinion. Third, keep it or leak it. Is gonna come as no surprise to anyone that I'm gonna say leak. So this is Snoh Aalegra, July 10th, Dying for Your Love. The image that she tweeted looked a lot like a CD cover.
Okay.
She's wearing she's butt ass.
Hold up, I didn't click that link.
Butt ass?
I'm about to click the link just now.
Or she wearing the typical Snoh bodysuit, because Snoh likes to wear the bodysuits, right? I can't tell, but it's a very silhouetted image of her either butt ass or in a bodysuit. Blue
load up.
Light type of thing. CD cover looking thing.
Oh. Yo, she butt ass.
I think she butt ass.
She butt ass. I don't see no.
I'm for it.
Who took that picture?
It could be skin tight.
No, that's butt ass, fan.
Maybe.
You don't see curves like that on with the bodysuit on.
New Snoh. At first, I was asking myself, is this an album, EP, or song, or what is it? I think I may have accidentally seen an article that said the new single, so I'm a little upset by that. I need it to be an EP, but I also don't expect an EP from Snoh. I don't think she's ready yet for one. But keep her leak.
Keep.
Okay.
You know I don't listen to Snoh, so I'm just playing devil's advocate because I don't listen to Snoh.
Leak, definitely leak
so
that shit.
Keep on my part.
And the final keep it or leak it. I might say keep this because I don't think my heart's ready for it.
And that's so. I wanted to, we actually have a little bit of a conversation about it. I had a question about this.
I really don't think my heart is ready for this.
So say it before we start talking about this.
That's tomorrow.
Yes, I know.
Oh shit.
I know.
Okay. Kobe Bryant's 8-part Mamba Out docuseries is set to air on July 5th. Do we know, is this ESPN?
I have no idea. I didn't click the link.
You said you had some questions though,
Do you think it's too soon?
I don't think it's too soon.
Okay.
I don't think it's too soon at all. Well, FaceTime me, fam. I'm recording a podcast.
Jeez. Yeah, you got FaceTime people without notice, though. How you just FaceTime someone without notice? Like, what do you know I'm doing? Like, you gotta be like, yo, you free? Yeah, I'm about to FaceTime you. Alright. Then you can FaceTime me. Don't FaceTime me out of nowhere. Like, yo.
Oh, man.
I'm just saying.
I'm dying. The contact that FaceTime me is going to die at this segment. I'm
just saying.
I'm just trying to see if it's ESPN.
Me too. I'm just trying to scroll through the article quickly. I don't see. Oh, ESPN. ESPN. Yep. Sunday night during the pandemic was dubbed the most. Oh wait, no, sorry.
No, it says this series is set to stream on Clutch Points' Instagram, Facebook, and YouTube channels. It will premiere on Sunday, July 5th.
If you ain't putting Kobe on a high def camera on a high def TV, keep that. That's my own. But I'm gonna watch it anyway. But keep it.
Yeah, I'm gonna need some more info on this. I'm not gonna lie.
I'm not trying to watch a YouTube show on Kobe. You know, like his legacy deserves damn ESPN 8-episode docuseries.
Now you were asking if it's too soon. I don't think it's too soon for it to come out, but I know it's too, like, my heart can't take it. Oh, that's the thing. I'm not like I'm probably gonna watch. But
you are gonna watch.
I'm gonna be a wreck watching that for sure. 100%.
Out here balling.
100%. I'm gonna be a wreck watching that. But definitely leak that. We want to see it, and I want to see a properly done one. I don't want to see
exactly. I don't want no grainy footage.
Growing up the Ball brothers on Facebook.
I don't want.
Like,
exactly,
I want to see
that.
ESPN 30 for 30.
Last Dance. That's what I want to see from Kobe.
Okay, let's get into some shoutouts. First shoutout is in order to the Weeknd. Now, I wasn't sure if this was an additional amount, but it sounds like it is because all the dates were newer dates. So we talked about Weeknd giving bare money before.
Yeah, like 500 G's?
Something like 500 racks, something like that. So there's a new article. This is from late June, so it's clearly not what we talked about before. It says the Weeknd gives $500,000 from mask sales to Scarborough hospitals. Scarborough, of course, is the eastern part of Toronto.
Yep.
Where he grew up. So
shout out to him, man.
He was selling masks. $500,000 from those sales of masks have gone towards Scarborough hospitals. I'm going to say that again, and that deserves a huge applause. Just out of the limelight, just putting his money where his mouth is. You definitely got to give it to him for that. Second shout out is in order to Tabitha Brown.
Who?
Do you know that name?
No, I do not.
Tabitha Brown. She became a bit of a TikTok star. I don't know if you know the face.
Oh, I'm looking at a picture now, so it's all good.
So she became a TikTok famous, if you want to call it that. For TikTok. Her positive, radiant aura, energy. She is vegan. But she became popular just for, like, really these positive, affirming messages on TikTok, like, don't worry, honey, it's all gonna be okay. So you know what I mean?
Yeah,
like
I get
that type of stuff. You know what I'm saying? And she just increasingly gained popularity. You know, introduced her boyfriend on screen with her.
Oh, damn.
They became now like a power couple type presence.
Motivational speakers.
You know, in terms of, and he apparently is just a real ass nigga. Like, he'll, you know what I mean?
He'll
like,
fuck you up.
He's not like this preppy type of guy or something like that. So the reason why I'm shouting her out, I should say, is because first of all, she's black.
Shout out.
And second of all, she's using that virality to actually make a bag. Right? So viral vegan TikTok star and lifestyle host Tabitha Brown soars to the top by landing her own show on the Ellen Digital Network.
Hey, shout out to Tabitha Brown.
Now, we have heard things about Ellen and Pizzagate and her wearing ankle bracelets and other wrong things, but this is just her network, and Tabitha Brown has gotten the bag. So congratulations to Tabitha Brown. Third shout out is in order.
For 21 Savage.
21.
Savage. Because, we
21
classy.
Savage. 21 Savage. I like what he's doing. We've liked what he's doing for quite some time now. He launches a free online financial literacy program for teenagers during the pandemic.
That's good, man.
Yeah. So, shit, just go for him.
Shout out 21.
I really got much more to say
No,
beyond
that's all
that.
we need.
So, shout out to 21 Savage.
Makur Maker.
It's Maker though, right?
It's,
like pronunciation.
I think it's like Makur Maker.
Yeah,
like that's what it's supposed to be like. But I always call them Makur Maker.
Makur Maker. We're not doing that intentionally. But last shout out is going to Thon Maker's younger brother.
Yes, good way to put it.
Correct me if I'm wrong. Howard University. He picked.
He
picked Howard University. He had offers from. I'm trying to remember the schools.
Kentucky.
Top tier
Some
D1 schools, man.
Yeah, he's not a bad player. He's like a top 25, I think.
Yeah, the top 25 prospect,
yes,
and he has
in high school
chosen to go to Howard University, of course, which is a
HBCU.
And he basically is encouraging other people to do the same thing.
First step, man. It's a step.
And he said, "Yo, we have the ability to make an influence."
Shout out to him, man.
Definitely,
at such a young age, realizing how much of a difference you can make.
Hey, it's that Toronto influence.
We'll take credit. We'll take that credit, y'all.
Let's get into new music. I don't feel like much has come out for us to detailedly talk about, but in terms of the new music that has come out, we have albums from Pop Smoke.
Who?
Oh my God. Shoot for the Stars, Aim for the Moon. Westside Gunn, Fly God is an Awesome God 2. Gucci Mane with Gucci Mane Presents So Icy Summer. Free Nationals with the self-titled instrumental version of their album, which is really good.
Rob Banks, I think he's Canadian. Shout out to Canada. He came out with Calendar. You talked about CeeLo Green last week, right?
Yeah, a few other these are last week.
That
was it for me.
Oh, Max B.
Max B with Charlie.
Yes, that's it.
That was it.
I feel like I've heard that name Kilo before, but
I'm no longer forcing myself to pretend like I know.
Well, I think I've heard it. That's what I'm saying.
In terms of singles, we have Georgia Smith with Rose Rouge. We have Ego Death, which is that Ty Dolla Sign song featuring Kanye.
I've not heard it yet.
Skrillex and FKA Twigs. We have Kanye with Wash Us in the Blood featuring Travis Scott. We have Russ live from the Villa. Saweetie with the Pretty B freestyle. Curtis Blow, wow, Keep Your Distance COVID-19, very original. A Boogie with the Hoodie and Don Q with Flood My Wrist featuring Lil Uzi Vert. Moneybag Yo with Said Some, Jay Critch with Devastated, Tory Lanez with Convertible Burt featuring Kevin Gates, Buddy with Faces featuring Lucky Day. And again, that's kind of where I stopped.
Hey, you missed Rhapsody.
Yeah, I did miss Rhapsody, my fault. Right at the bottom there, the Afeni remix featuring PJ Morton and D Smoke. That sounds nuts.
That sounds hard.
But in terms of what we actually listened to, I'll talk very quickly about two albums. The Gucci Mane album, I played a little bit of. I saw the length of it. I was like, yo.
I saw that 2 hour. Yo, Gucci.
24 songs, 2 hours.
You ain't telling me nothing that important for 2 hours, Gucci.
And why is 24 songs 2 hours?
Because each song is like 5 minutes
That's
long.
crazy. Each song is a good 5-6 minutes.
That's true.
That's
yeah,
nuts.
Because you get 12 songs in an hour, 12 songs at 5 minutes. That's 60 minutes. Yeah.
What I would say is that this album, it felt more of like, it kind of felt more true to the name in that it's Gucci Mane Presents. It kind of felt like he was presenting rappers more than he was trying to rap. I'm not mad at that.
Did you see anybody out there like catch your attention like off the first few listens or the first few songs you heard? There's someone out there catch your attention, like, look, he'd caught my attention on Things tape, on the Slime tape. You know, one of those.
Yeah, there was one. I'm just trying to remember her name.
Hi, Deborah.
I don't remember.
Fair enough.
Yeah, I don't remember at all. It was just a lot. It was a lot of music, but playable music, playlist type music. Enjoy at your own discretion. That's really what it comes down to. Another album that I listened to once over was the Westside Gunn album, Fly God is an Awesome God 2. Now, in terms of Fly God is an Awesome God 1, I enjoyed that. That came out last year, if I'm not mistaken. And if you recall, as it relates to the Griselda conversation, Westside Gunn is my third favorite.
Out of three of them?
Out of three, well, more now, but out of the three of them, Westside Gunn is my third favorite. So I typically don't rush to a Westside Gunn album, but I really loved Pray for Paris, and I spoke about that when it came out earlier this year.
You did.
I understand why Griselda's doing what they're doing. They're hot right now. They almost want to Wu-Tang it. It's just like, we don't care. We know we release quality every single time.
So we're just going to keep on releasing.
Release. We know what we're doing. We trust ourselves. We trust our brand. We trust everything that we're doing, our movement. But I have Pray for Paris in my album of the year discussion.
Oof.
Right? Discussion. That doesn't mean it's
discussion.
I have it in my discussion, and when I see Fly God is an Awesome God come out right after that, I'm like, It doesn't hinder that opinion, but I can't be looking at Fly God 2 the same way I'm looking at Pray for Paris.
Makes sense.
Right, and that Pray for Paris is only a few months old, so it's still fresh for me. It's still, I'm gonna play Pray for Paris
more than.
I'm not mad at what they're doing. I actually really like what they're doing. Like I said, I think it's that kind of Wu-Tang approach where it's just we trust ourselves. We're just gonna keep dropping, and we're gonna stand on the strength that is our brand. But yeah, I mean, you get good music on here. It's definitely not to take away from the quality of the music at all on this one. In terms of your features, you're gonna kind of get your typical features on here. So you do have Benny the Butcher, you do have Boldy James, of course, the fourth member of Griselda. You do have Keisha Plum on a few records. So I do like the idea of, because Westside has been working with even like the Chez Noirs of the world, where it's like, making sure we show this upstate New York has talent. This Buffalo area has talent.
People have talent.
So he's always putting people on in that way. Stove God Cooks has been or was on a couple of tracks, and I enjoyed his verses as well. His features, I should say. He was on 3 different songs, and this thing is 14 songs at 33 minutes. So he was on 3 of them. Keisha Plum was on 2 of them. The album. You know what I'm saying? So again, I like the kind of continuous putting on while simultaneously showing what we have that Griselda continues to do. I think their movement is a very storied movement. I really hope that they're filming everything that they're doing.
Hopefully.
Because where they were 2 years ago versus where they were last year versus where they are right now is exponentially better in every single scenario. So, I mean, that's kind of all I had to say about that. Great music, or enjoyable music at the very least. Fly God is an Awesome God 2 by Westside Gunn. Definitely worth a listen, an enjoyable listen at that. Let's, of course, talk about the Pop Smoke album.
Shoot for the stars, aim for... Shoot for the stars, aim for the stars?
I didn't write this shit.
I wrote that down. That was a copy and paste, so that hopefully is the name.
Well, let's get this right.
That's the name. It was a copy and paste from somewhere, so it has to be the name.
No, it's not. Shoot for the stars, aim for the moon.
Then where the fuck? That was from Rap Genius.
Hey, man.
Wow, they be lying to me. So I'm gonna start by saying I actually like this more than I expected.
Yes.
It was long, don't get me wrong.
19 songs at 56 minutes.
But I would prefer them, and hopefully this is the last posthumous thing that comes out from Pop Smoke. Like, I'd rather give me a 19, nothing else, than to transplant into 2 and give me like 6 tracks or whatever, 10 tracks again 6 months from now.
Agreed.
So I do, if this is the plan to not release anything else, I like it. I bet Pop Smoke doesn't have to do a lot to stand out.
Yeah.
And that's what I learned. As soon as the track comes on, as soon as he starts saying, he just overtakes the song just being Pop Smoke, and I like that about him. I also felt like the features, they felt like people you would see in the studio with him.
I want to stop you there for a second, because that was one of the things that people took exception to. People are gonna be critical of it, and that's fine.
Fair enough.
It's completely fine to be critical of an album that you listen to for the first time. A lot of people immediately said, I don't like the features, man. Why we have so many of them?
It wasn't even that many.
I didn't think it was that many for one.
It wasn't that many.
And it's interesting that you said people that you can envision in the studio.
Yeah, he's not in there with Lil Keed and
Young
Nudie. These are all people he would be fucking with.
And even on top of that, the bigger names, Quavo,
Future,
The Baby, Lil Baby, Sway Lee, Future, Roddy,
50,
Tyga, 50.
Karol G maybe is a little push, That's probably the record label trying to force something there. But
correct me
all
if
I'm saying,
wrong.
all those people, I will see them in a studio with him.
That's what I was
making
saying.
Music.
That's what I was saying. These are people that you can envision, you know, had Pop Smoke, you know, rest in peace, of course.
Yeah.
Had Pop Smoke still been here, these would have been the people that he's there with.
Exactly. I have no
These
problem.
These are
with
the rappers in his class, in his tier, in
exactly.
his
whatever
you want to call it. So I didn't understand where the fuss was about the features.
I have no problem with, and this is probably a conversation for a different day. I have no problem with features. As long as you use them right.
Yeah.
Like, you can use them wrong and they can overshadow you.
I don't think it's very hard to use a feature wrong. Sometimes it's okay for another musician.
but he's already a bad artist on his own, so it doesn't help. The features don't help.
But 19 songs. So you said you like this 56. A lot more than you expected.
Because I didn't like his first
What
two
did
stuff.
You expect?
This does not sound like
all drill.
Yes, I like that. There was
One
a little
beat
bit
for 56 minutes.
Yes, I like that he did a little singing thing. Yes. He did a little 50. Like, he switched it up a lot on this. Like,
a lot.
The man had talent, man. The man had talent.
Yeah, man. It's scary to see.
Let's just start
how quick that talent was gonna manifest.
Yes. So let's start from the beginning. Track 1. The intro, it sold me already.
I mean,
I rewinded the intro, fam. 48 seconds.
Well, for me, not to go track by track for me because I didn't follow it that way per se, but the first 2 tracks, I was like, okay, it's Pop Smoke. Track 3, I was like,
Yo, the chorus was flame. The baby felt out of place on track 3.
I don't agree with that.
I don't know, man. I feel like
it's
the baby.
So interesting that everyone said that about.
I feel like he's losing his whatever got him interesting to me. He's losing it.
And I don't. I mean,
something about like losing his appeal to me. Yeah,
to you, of course. But I feel like, because again, you're not the only one that's saying this. I feel like the baby is doing just fine. I feel like he's diverse enough. I feel like his lyrics are different enough. I feel like his flow is different enough. Wow. Like, I don't know if I'm tripping at this point, but like he's really not. And I'm not saying you're saying this. This is more general.
That's
point.
You.
He's not the one trick pony any more than another artist is to any capacity.
Oh, he's not. But I feel like, in my opinion,
no, of course,
he's just losing whatever his appeal was to me. I feel like it's kind of like Travis Scott. I'm losing my appeal for Travis Scott.
Yeah,
and that's how I feel with the baby. I'm just like, what got me listening to you is just kind of like, I don't have it.
I'll quickly mention the standout tracks for me. Track 3, which was For the Night, Lil Baby and Da Baby. Track 6, which is Yeah Yeah. Track 8, which is Snitching featuring Quavo and Future. I like what Quavo's doing a lot.
Quavo did some stuff on this.
I like the singing that he's doing, the sing rap, like he slowed it down a bit. He's not he was never trying to bar us, but he's almost like
he shouldn't
playing into his role better now, for lack of a better word. I really like what he's doing there. Track 9, Make It Rain featuring Rowdy. The man called in from jail for that verse.
Yo, that
The Woo featuring 50 and Roddy Ricch.
Fire track.
Come on. Track 13, which is the So Into You beat. Which one is that? That one's Mood Swings?
That's
Enjoy Yourself.
Something special.
Something special.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, something special. Track 14, which was they had the Differences by Genuine, the sample in there.
Yeah, those 2 tracks were samples.
Oh my god. The last 5 songs of the album to me is nuts. It's just completely nuts. You have, like I said, the one sample there, the King Combs track I really like.
I could have done without it.
Got It On Me, the Many Men.
That should. I feel like that should have ended.
Oh my.
Anyway,
God.
I'll get there. But I feel like that should have ended the album.
No.
I feel like that should have ended.
You need Dior on there.
Yeah, Dior should have been like somewhere else.
You need Dior on there, and that's a bonus. So you're not gonna put Dior anywhere else.
Well.
I love that Many Men rendition.
Yeah, I liked it.
That to me is a song of the album. That to me is one of my songs of the year. I played that song at least 15 times.
That's I love that song.
That one was it for me.
Wait, what the hell just happened? Oh, well, I just want to go back quickly because I really like this. How I went through it a few times. Track number 5. That was the one with. Oops, what am I playing? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Gangsters, I think. He goes, I don't want any of that extra loud shit. This ain't none of that rainbow hair shit. Of course, and alluding to 6ix9ine. And on that song, he could have passed for 50 Cent. God damn, he sounded like 50 Cent on that song. I thought it was a lot of songs sound like 50 Cent.
He does.
Track 6 and pretty much almost every other track on this album where they were ad-libbed that weren't his were by Lil TJ. And I don't know, but Lil TJ just sounded good with Pop Smoke's voice. And track 6 was one of the ones where he did the ad-libs for. Amazing. Sweetie on track 7. Sweetie bodied the drill. I'm like, yo, how can Sweetie do drill? He bodied it though.
He really fit the sound. A lot.
Track 8, that was Snitching. And my niggas a snitch. That everyone was sliding. Future, sliding. Quavo, sliding.
Quavo was going in on that.
Pop Smoke, sliding. Track number 9 with Rowdy Rebel, like you said. That phone in verse, I actually rewinded that verse a few times. I don't know why. It's something different, you know. You don't always see that. And he went hard on that verse still over the phone. I'm like, yo, man, this guy was in a studio. What would he have done?
I will admit, I gave this only one full spin.
That's all.
1.5. No, the project.
It's long. No, I'll get to the end. Why I'm not going. I don't think I'm going to live it. I don't think I'm ever going to give it a full spin again. Track 11 had Mustard on it and Tyga, and I wanted to have a quick thought on your thought on this. Tyga's known for his summer hits, but can we admit that Tyga has some hard features? Like you never hear a feature like feature ruined that show. That
no,
song.
of course he does. He's a very reliable feature artist. Right?
Yeah,
he's Trevor Ariza. He's
you
know what I mean. Like he's that person that he's
he could just plug a hole easy.
Yeah, like
just put some respect on Tyga's name. You know, I know he's a joke a lot of times, but hey, the man's done some stuff. Either way, all in all, I don't want to. It's hard not to compare him to 50, but you there's a lot of 50
well, of course
influence in there.
And it's EP'd by 50, and maybe this is probably the perfect way to sum that up is in terms of the album itself. Of course, we know it was EP'd by 50 Cent, and apparently 50 Cent encouraged Pop Smoke's manager, who I think is Stephen Victor, if I'm not mistaken.
I have no idea.
Who's Pusha T's and Mike
Drake?
Tyga's and 50 Cent encouraged Pop Smoke's manager to release his new album so that Pop's family can benefit off of it. 50 also did not charge to executive produce and put the project together. So keep the money low, make the family make as much as possible. Good movement by 50. I believe it because 50's a cancer.
Exactly.
And we care, man. We do. So
I want to end this on one more thing.
Yeah, go ahead.
Just my final topic on this album, because I really enjoyed this album. It's really enjoyable. Before, my biggest issue with Pop Smoke's album was it always just blended together. All the songs sounded the same to me. I thought he would never switch up from that drill sound. And then on here, not only does he switch it up, he gets melodic at some point. And even though I do think it is too long, and there are some songs that I think can be cut, I appreciate the change up from him, and it actually made me enjoy it because I don't like posthumous albums, but this I actually felt like, you know what, I feel Pop Smoke would have been smiling and been like, you guys did me good.
Maybe
this, I feel like this is changing my mind because I heard the Mac Miller one was good, so maybe I will go listen to the Mac Miller one and try and give it go in with the open ears rather than my closed.
Yeah,
if Mac ain't EP this, I don't want to listen to this, but with what they did with Pop Smoke's album, shout out to all black people, y'all killed it.
Yeah, I'm not mad at that. I think that's probably the perfect way to sum up that album. I enjoyed it. It's worth a listen. I enjoyed it more than I would. Much more diversity on there than I thought.
Yep.
And Pop Smoke, he was showing what he was about to be about. So we just want to say rest in peace, definitely, and stream the music so the family eats.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? I think that's kind of all we listen. Oh, the Kanye singles you didn't listen to?
I listened to the one with Travis Scott. I liked it.
It was okay.
Yeah, but I liked it. You didn't listen to the one with
the Ty Dolla track?
Nah, that looked like way too many names on it, and I don't fuck with FKA Twigs like that.
It's all mediocre.
Yeah, and
I just want to say, you know what it sounds like? It sounds like you're such a I love it.
Wait, so the names on that? I'm like, I tried figuring out how the sound would go. I'm like, well, Skrillex was on it too, right? Yeah, I'm just like, nah. Like, I'm not a big fan of Skrillex's sound too, where rappers rap on it.
Facts. It's like the Khaled type.
Yeah.
Monster J. If I see Khaled and Bieber, I know I don't like the song.
Exactly, and that's how I feel like when I see
it's not even like to say it's
and a
shit.
rapper.
It's just the direction they're gonna go in. It's like if I see Calvin Harris and a rap. Well, Calvin and Rihanna will be hard, but
and a rapper.
Yes,
like I don't really see Calvin Harris and Kanye. Like, okay, maybe that'll be fire, but Calvin and like Lil Young Thug. Like, so I know he's gonna fuck that up.
I'm gonna play 15 seconds of this song, and it's exactly what you think it is.
Murdered my ego when you walked away. It hurt my ego when you walked away.
That.
I hate it. It's
a
Skrillex, and then the beat's going to drop at one point, and then Kanye's the beat didn't drop?
No.
Ever? Oh, because that's Skrillex. Skrillex is known for his beat drops.
Kanye's verse was 25 seconds.
Okay, and that's the only person I care
FKA
for.
Twigs was 15 seconds at the end.
I don't even care for FKA Twigs.
It was just Ty Dolla saying, "Ego death when you walk
and
away."
then Skrillex beat.
Gave you my all, that wouldn't make it stay.
That's all Skrillex did.
Who you think he talking to? Nerd. But way to get worse. Way to been bad. Showing up to the Grammys mad. Trying to win some we already had. Trying to become some we already are. Don't make me go Rastafari. We do no trying, no die. We live it.
They have something there, but like,
but
they put the wrong people. Like,
It's
get
just-
FKA Twigs, get Ty Dolla off there, put Kanye, put like a real spitter on that beat could have done something. That's all I'm saying.
I don't need that caliber of song.
I don't though.
Ever again.
No, I don't. That's why I didn't even listen to
That's
it.
really what it comes
I
down
like
to.
Kanye, and I'm like,
I only
nah.
wanted to listen to it knowing that it was going to be mediocre and confirm
and confirm that yes, is what I expected.
That was it. I was like, you know what, this confirmed, mediocre, don't need it.
Yep.
Cool without it. I think that's it in terms of new music. So what is in your rotation?
Am I starting
sir?
this week?
I'll start. I don't think I started for the past couple weeks.
Mine is so small.
Okay, what do I got here? Okay, so I started with the album by Tiana Taylor. Was definitely feeling the R&B mood, so I felt it was good until it wasn't by Kehlani.
Oh, I thought you meant like I was feeling the album until it was good, until it wasn't. The album wasn't good. And I was like, oh damn.
It was good until it wasn't by Kehlani. I had to kind of compare quality for a second.
How did you? Not to compare them, but which would you
Kehlani's
prefer?
throwing up Luka Doncic numbers.
That's what I expected you to say.
That's all I'm
I just
saying.
wanted to hear it.
You know what a good example is? The album by Tiana Taylor is Paul George's numbers.
Okay, it's not
It
bad.
was good until it wasn't is Luka Doncic's numbers. And you can still argue, I'd rather have Paul George.
It's not bad. It's just Luka just give you MVP numbers.
That's all I'm saying.
It might not fit your team.
I bumped a Free Lunch by Wale. I bumped
should
a
go
Written
back to that.
Testimony by Jay Electronica. I bumped, I was feeling the Clips and Re-Up Gang. I bumped Daytona by Pusha T.
Okay.
And then immediately while I was playing Daytona, I felt like listening to Till the Casket Drops by the Clips. And while I was listening to The Casket Drop by the Clips, because I heard an Ab Liva verse, it brought me back to my mixtape days. I'm like, yo, I used to listen to a lot of Ab Liva. Like, it led me to asking... Exactly. It led me to asking in the Blank Canvas Creatives Facebook group, join that, space by creators for creators. It led me asking in the group, I'm like, who are some of your favorite forgotten rappers? Because Ab Liva is one of them for me.
Kid
right?
Cudi.
He's not forgotten.
I know, I'm just fucking with you.
So I wanted to bump, because you're not going to find Ab Liva's music on Spotify. You will find Re-Up Gang's music on Spotify, which is the Clips' group, who had Ab Liva, and I forgot the second person's name in there. But I bumped the Re-Up Gang self-titled album. That one came out in 2008. I did bump the Kanye track as well. I thought it was meh. I bumped the Free Nationals instrumental. I know it was new music. We didn't really talk about it because it's just the instrumental version. We've talked about this a few times with, speaking of Freddie Gibbs, with the Bandana Madlib project that he did. Instrumental does some things to me sometimes, man. I'm just like, yo, as much as I can enjoy a Beauty and Essex by Daniel Caesar, when I hear Beauty and Essex instrumental, I'm like, God damn, this shit is crazy. It is so fire.
Because you know what I realized about instrumentals is that when I realized what the rapper was working with, I'm like, oh damn, you made a song out of just that. I'm like, how you got a flow from that?
It's true.
It takes,
how you found a pocket, like,
it takes some talent.
How did your
you
mind go there?
recognize that talent, and you're like, you know what, I appreciate that talent.
Staying on the instrumental lane, I bumped Zion 3
Zion Williamson
by Ninth Wonder. And then I bumped, let's see here, The Imperfect Storm by Wale. I bumped, I forgot to mention in pre-potpourri, Tidal, 3 months, $3.
Yes, you said you sent us the link.
I'm on it. So now let me tell you my recently played from Tidal, because they have the master version of tracks, which is like hi-fi times a billion.
Yep.
And boy, oh boy, if I could tell you the difference. I couldn't even explain it. But in my recently played on Tidal, it was good until it wasn't. Like, I had to hear the difference.
Same album.
I had to hear the difference. 6 Piece Hot by Black, master version. A Written Testimony
Master
by J-Lec,
version.
the master version.
Is it really that different?
It is.
Okay, maybe I'll try this $1.
It is. The Imperfect Storm by Wale. I wanted to hear that. And the Pop Smoke version. The Pop Smoke album, master version.
That's actually not
I was
a bad
like,
thing.
yo, this shit is hard.
That's not
But yeah, no, that's kind of it for my rotation. What's in your rotation, sir?
All right. Mine's going to be fast. Fast. So, get ready. 2K20 soundtrack, as usual. RMR, Drug Dealing is a Lost Art. Lil Skies, Life of a Dark Rose. Kanye West, Wash Us in the Blood. Jack Harlow, Sweet Action. Come Over When You're Sober, Part 1 by Lil Peep. NF The Search. Squidtastic by Sub Baby. My Turn by Lil Baby. Fucking amazing album.
It is.
And Shoot for the Stars, Aim for the Moon. Because I bumped that album at least 2 times already.
I wouldn't say it's not a short rotation. That's a pretty normal.
That's like that was like 10 albums.
You just said it faster.
Oh. I feel like I scrolled less though, because usually I'm always scrolling. It's not like I was like just doop, that's it.
Interesting.
But that was it. That's literally it. Music's just not. I don't know. This year just. I can tell you right now, this year probably my least year like new music played or new artists found. Just 2020 just wasn't the year, man.
I get it.
Maybe we'll pick up later, but
I get it.
There's a lot of stuff going on in the world that's hard for me to try and find someone new. Like if I'm not comfortable with you at this point, it's just we gotta wait.
Yeah,
we gotta wait. It's just time right now.
And I guess that kind of speaks to even just some of the music that is coming out this year so far, and why some of it is limited to some degree, and we haven't really seen many new artists in 2020 break through.
That's true.
Right?
That is true.
But it is what it is. Low key, I don't care for post-potpourri.
I don't either.
Not gonna lie.
I just throw that in just to make it longer,
to feel comfortable,
and then we didn't end up needing it.
So we're gonna call an audible.
Even though we have no football team in Toronto except the Toronto Argonauts, but CFL doesn't count because CFL is not real football. What?
3 downs. Although some would argue that CFL is more football than NFL.
Nah.
I don't know anyone that would argue that. I was just saying. I don't know.
Who's that? A Canadian arguing that?
I had to just say, if you say something like scandalous, we might get a few more clicks and shit, right? But I'm not going to sell myself out, so I'll just say something like that. And you know what I mean? But yeah.
If you want to see him take off his pants on the podcast, look on YouTube.
Oh, man. Just say something, scandalous, frivolous. You know what I mean? I bought 3 $5 specials today.
How many have you eaten?
Think about one. But think about it. I spent $17
you got
for 3 meals.
Yes, it's a good purchase.
A dumpling, a festival, and some plantain.
It's a good purchase. And by the way, the clips is No Malice, Pusha, Ad Liva, and past member Sandman.
I forgot about Sandman.
Yes.
I forgot about Sandman, but Ad Liva was nice with it. Nice with it. I think that's a cue to music thing then.
Oof. I
don't even know where my outro is. I'm not gonna lie to you.
And that brings you to the end of another episode of True North View Podcast. As usual, that's your host.
With that being said,
well, I was being sensual over here.
Oh, you were ASMR in it.
Yeah, okay, I was sensual. Too late. You already came in and just.
No, please.
Oh, too late. No.
That being said, this brings us to the unfortunate end. Of another, I don't even like what I wrote. Another episode of.
That's we've just been rolling with that since the beginning, and
but I freestyle it so much better than I wrote
it. Really
do. I'm gonna read it the way I wrote it.
No.
With that being said, this brings us to the unfortunate end of another episode of True North View's podcast. Plugs socials, which we never do. So continue the conversation. Continue on the conversation by telling a friend to tell 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 a friend. 6 degrees of separation. I wrote the You
gotta add emotions. When actors are reading scripts, they don't just read the script. They have to add that emotion. And then just reading the script.
And then we put in red font, riff here if we have to, if we want to. So we just riffed. As usual, I go by Harris.
What does my line say there? I actually don't have the actual clothes.
You can call me Jashola. Tell them the number 1 rule.
Watch out for the wastemans.
Stay blessed cool/warm out
Depending
there.
Depending on the weather.
weather.
You're supposed to read /cool.
And then we had another one where it said, "Stay warm in the night, stay cool in the day, and stay blessed at all times." Because that was tricky. That was March.
That was like, yeah, when
that was tricky weather.
Yeah.
Tricky weather.
All the.
I think that's all we got, man. I think that's all we got. It's the True North Views podcast, episode 113. Peace.